Hey, we're at the 4th annual Go Kit Challenge in Louisville, and we're going to check out some Go Kits and get some ideas, and I'm going to be very jealous of a Jeep that's right over there. I want that. If he sells it to me today, I'll have a Jeep. On Tank Radio! So play that awesome intro video! A quick shout out to all my Patreons who makes the show possible. You can support me by joining Patreon in the link below. And on to Tank Radio! Thank you, Scott, Kelly, and Michael to swinging by after the challenge here. I just wanted to gather y'all together and just kind of get the backstory on how did the Go Box Challenge come about?
Well,
Scott, why don't you take that one?
Well, it started at a Whataburger, and that should tell you a lot about ham radio operators right there. It was after a meeting, and there were several of us that were kind of jumping around on an idea that we had, and we were sitting at Whataburger. I think it had to be about 10, 11 o'clock at night. So mass food had been consumed, several Dr. Peppers in Kelly's case, Diet Cokes on mine. But basically, I don't have a Go Kit, and neither did Kelly. And we're just kind of like, how do you go about building a Go Kit? And something was said about, well, it'd be really cool if we could see everybody else's Go Kit and kind of get an idea from. Well, it kind of turned into something from there. And this is fun because, you don't have to make an awful lot of effort to get ham radio operators to bring out the radios. That's the God honest truth. And that's really the complete backstory. I don't know, did I miss anything there, Kelly?
No, that's pretty much it. Neither one of us had Go Kits. We were talking about that. And I said, man, I'd like to see everybody else's Go Kit. Let's make a contest. Let's have an event where everybody can bring their Go Kits out. And in a matter of about a month and a half, I had gotten a club to support it that would give it their backing. And basically I contacted the City of Denton Parks Department. I said, hey, this is what I want to do. We've used this pavilion before as an organization. Want to see if we can get it again for a few hours, and set it up for a Saturday morning. And we just threw it out there and said, hey, here's what we're going to do. There's going to be prizes, and we'll see where it goes from there. There wasn't a whole lot of real serious preparation that went into it other than publicizing it. And we scratched together a couple of gifts and door prizes. That first year, I was kind of poking fun at the idea of everybody gets a trophy. So I printed out a whole bunch of certificates that was very much tongue-in-cheek. Thank you for participating. This is what you get for showing up. And that was the first year, and we had a really good time.
That's awesome. Michael, how many of these competitions or challenges have you gone to? Because I heard you've been to several of them and kind of put them on YouTube more before I ever came along.
Okay. Well, I by the way, he's talking about YouTube. Just a quick shout out for my own channel here, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
I have a channel called Getting Out in Life, and it's not really a ham radio channel. And when I speak to people on that channel, I am speaking to non-hams there. So I tend to dumb everything way down to the basics for non-ham to be able to enjoy. So if you watch my videos, I have a handful that are amateur radio, and like my last video that I uploaded was going out to the Fort Worth stockyards and having some fun out there. So it had nothing to do with ham radio. But I've been to several of these, and I am just fascinated by the ingenuity of the participants there. And nobody's there to really want to win. They just want to show what they're doing and get ideas from each other. It's a big collaboration effort there. And I'm big into EMCOM, emergency communications. I'm not a technical person. I'm a person that is more about the practical application of radio. And you can't get more practical than with some of these Go Kits.
Well, let's go around the horn here real fast. Scott, Kelly, How do people get in contact with you if they want to set up their own go box challenge? And if any clubs around our area is interested in hosting.
So my email address is kc5amt@gmail.com. That's Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Mike Tango. Love to have some folks get interested and let us pick a club to come out and visit for 2023.
Mine's KG5RJR. That's Kilo Golf 5 Romeo Juliet Romeo. And you can just hit me up on QRZ. The link there does pass it through to my email. And I do check the email frequently. Yeah, I check my email.
Michael, man, what's going on? What's coming up on your channel, and anything you want to plug?
Honestly, on my channel, I really don't know what I'm going to do until sometimes the morning of. I'm like, oh, let me go explore someplace or do something. Just the whole point of it was, we all got stuck in this COVID funk, and we all got stuck at home, and it was time to start getting out in life. So there came the title of the channel, the name of the channel, and that's pretty much what I do. It's just different avenues of my life. I enjoy hiking and getting out in nature. I enjoy going to festivals. I enjoy ham radio, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You'll see a lot of ham. But I always try to make it relative for somebody who may not be into it. And I think that's something as hams, we need to really reach out more to people and not make it all about the technology, but the practical application. And how do you fit into ham radio?
I think the challenge also highlights that too. Thank you all for joining me. This has been an awesome discussion. I'm going to put this up in its own video. I'm going to cut a little bit, and the rest of it, it's going to go up on the channel on its own right. I loved it. Thank you all for joining, and go ahead and introduce yourself, and can you show me about your Go Kit? I like the idea. It's all in a backpack.
Yeah, sure. Name here is Frank, KG5ZNJ. And I put this thing together over the last couple of months because I wanted a fully self-contained system that'll fit in that backpack that isn't too big, and that I can walk a couple of miles with it easy, and set up wherever I want. So first thing I wanted to have a shelter for rain, sun, and wind. And then I wanted to have a table and a chair that I could get everything in there. And today in the park, because there's no trees here, I have to carry some poles. Normally I would use trees to build a shelter, and I would usually run dipoles because it's just much lighter wire dipoles up in trees, but can't do that here. So today I'm running as heavy as I want, and have my shelter. And then for the antenna, I have a Wolf River coil, the 300 watt version of it. And then I have a chameleon whip with that, so two things from two different vendors, and I can get resonant on pretty much any band with this setup. So I don't carry a tuner with me because it's just extra weight, and I like to go resonant. And the radio is a Yaesu 891 with a Bio-NO battery, and it's just very simple.
Is that the 20 amp hour?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a 20 amp hour.
Same one. I have that battery for my CPAP battery backup
system. Right, nice. So I the first time I used it was Winter Field Day, which was about a month ago, and it was very cold that night. But I lasted the whole night running off that battery. And what I do is I shorten the ends of the tarp, and I close them up so it's more like a closed tent. And for heat, I was burning Sterno cans in there. So I think I came up with hobos on the air. So it was great. I had no problem at all. So yeah, it's all self-contained, and want to be able to walk to wherever I'm going. And on sideband, I can run 100 watts on this, and I can DX with it. I've reached Spain with this setup, and just today I got to New Mexico this morning, and we're in Texas, and I pegged his S meter, so awesome. doing good, having lots of fun with it.
Well, I'm Frank.
I am too. Yeah,
you're Frank.
That's right.
And there's only one Frank to be here, so I am going to go ahead and skedaddle. But thank you for taking the time to show me your setup here.
Right on, 7.3s.
I'm Greg, KI5 PDC. Been a ham about a year. These Go Kit challenges or contests are pretty educational. You get to see what everybody else has done. This is my first Go Kit. I actually started this on Tuesday night, and got a Yaesu 897, which is all band, all mode. with a Bioenno battery inside, external speaker, some lighting and such. That's pretty standard in a Go kit. Got USB for charging and running hotspot for DMR and Wires X, power outlet. Other than that, it's pretty standard. Inside for the wiring, I used Wago terminal strips, terminal blocks, which are real handy as opposed to soldering. Just put the wire in, close it up, and it's ready to go. So that was one of the things I wanted to do, is make it neat inside, and made it work.
Well, you said you started this last week?
Tuesday, I got this box Tuesday.
Tuesday?
And it's Saturday today.
Wow.
Yeah, worked on about 3 hours a night. Most of the work is in planning and laying it out, and once you understand what you want to do, it goes pretty quick.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That's it for now. Coming up on Thursday is going to be Scott, Kelly, and Michael's full interview. We discussed for 20 minutes on what their plans are to evolve the Go Kit Challenge, where they want to go in the future, and other ideas and other things just about it. It was a great discussion. Please join me on Thursday. Follow-up to this is going to be posted on next following Mondays, and you're going to see who won. So stick around on Take Radio. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all my Patreon supporters. You can support me on Patreon. There is a link in the description below. And to all my tankers out there, go forth and conquer.